Okay, so if you've seen the reel or what I shared from Instagram and on the group of this huge, say like tractor or machine in the scrapyard, that it comes down, and it has a big magnet, and then it comes down to the metal, and then you put the magnet on, click, and then all the metal is just, being pulled into the big magnet, and then it takes it to somewhere, and then release the button, and pluck, it falls down. So I find it very beautiful way to understand the ego and the I and the mind, because when the magnet is not initiated or there is no electricity in the magnet, we are peaceful. We feel amazing actually, because no magnet meaning infinite being, meaning pure consciousness, meaning enlightened being. And the minute the magnet has electricity, it's mean that the mind being initiated, and then we're up for trouble. Not always. Sometimes it's no problem because good things are in our mind, but many times there is problems, and or we are subject to problems many times because we don't because we identify with the mind. Okay, so we really have to pay attention to the switch. When we're switching the magnet on, and it starts to pull, anxieties, fears, even just identity. My name Yair is pulled to the magnet of nothing. Yeah, that I lived here and I moved to another place. Again, it's another piece of metal in the magnet. That I was born and I'm gonna die. Another piece of metal in the magnet. Okay, so all those things are dropped when the I is dropped. Miche. Okay. So let's focus in the meditation to pay attention where we are with that magnet, because not like in that big machine, when it puts it on, it's on. It's not half on, I think. But in the mind, when it's on, it can be a lot on, a little bit on. It depends how anxious we are, how identifying we are with life, with the problems, depend on that. So as much as we more feeling stressed because things are not going well, and we identify very strong, then the magnet is full on. Okay, and sometimes we just zooming through life and no big deal, but still it's on. Okay, so let's recognize the magnet for us. How would you know? How do we know how much voltage there is in this magnet? How would we know? So I just answer for myself. I know according to the amount of first negativity and the opposite of well-being, ill-being, or theis in my system. I know. I know in the sense of harmony and wellness and unity versus not. So let's do some meditation now to clarify even more how much of the magnet is on for us. Okay? So let's pay attention inwards. I say pay attention inwards, but really it's not that we have to pay attention inwards. Because it's very important that we be able to recognize, because really that magnet is, if you pay attention to your mind, is when the mind moves in, then the magnet is activated, when the mind releases out, then it's not activated. It's actually quite possible to notice exactly that. So it's a bit like an exercise, like really knowing to pay attention to that kind of mind in or tight brain, or mind out and released brain. So let's check for ourselves and see how much is it out or in. Check for yourself. It's very important, very useful to be able to recognize that. Then we can do it on the go. We don't have to sit and meditate. We can just say, drop it, release it, open it, and then we're good. Okay? Maybe just to clarify even more, let's say make a short practice, and maybe you can take a second and bring something that you know bothers you, like it's not a comfortable thought. And see how your whole system reacts, shrinks, breathing gets shorter, everything is not comfortable. And then drop it. But don't only drop the thought, drop you, the ego. And allow your mind again to go infinite. Immediately you're feeling the whole creation. Forget about anything. You are infinite consciousness. And then the breath opens, the cell can function better. You see my voice change immediately. Let's just take another of that negativity. Again, bring another thought just to train. And then drop it completely. So not only the thought, let your mind be exploded. Yeah, to infinite particle filling up the whole creation. Whee! It's possible. It's easy actually. Okay, we keep it like this. So that's mean drop it. And now let's pay attention to the breathing in that state of infinite mind. So if you had a negative thought, you might still feel that the leftover or the side effect of that thought is still lingering in your system. Maybe your heart is tight. Maybe your solar plexus. Maybe you feel even emotion that is not comfortable. But the mind doesn't have to be involved in that. It's now infinite. And because it's infinite, the leftover lingering disharmony that's stayed in the system can harmonize with that. To do it even more effectively, we have to be convinced of the truth. If we think that the truth is that I'm this person called Yair, in my case, and I have a story and that's where it starts and that's where it ends, then I will always keep the energy very tight. But if I believe that the truth is that actually who am I is infinite silence. Who am I has no description because it's isness, like Muji says, isness. Or even beyond isness, because it cannot be even explained, described, or anything. If I understand that the truth is that my mind and my whole existence is infinite. So then when I drop it, I drop to the truth. I don't just drop it and stay me. No. I'm dropping into the state of the truth, which is infinite. And then I'm immediately in bliss. Immediately. So we have to understand that it's not only about kind of a trick of moving the mind from here to there. There's an aspect of complete renunciation here. Complete. And the amount of bliss we experience is the amount of renunciation we allow the mind to move into, or to disappear into, better saying. So let's renounce and renounce and renounce. When I say let's, I'm talking to our ego, to the mind. Okay, so once our mind fills up the whole creation, and we're aware that the whole creation is infinite pixels, dots of energy. The same dots are making everything. The mountains, the oceans, the space between galaxies, the suns, everything made from energy. Same energy that makes you and me, makes the sun and the whole creation. One manifestation of that energy is Yair, another one is a fig tree, and another one is Mercury or another galaxy, it doesn't matter. The source is the same. Infinite manifestations. And because we live in a dual reality, we tend to gravitate towards the physical, or what is seen. But what we're training here in these practices that we do is to realize the truth of who we are, and not the manifestation of that only. So back to the breathing. And the breath is the whole creation, is the breath of the whole creation. Now you are not you. So everything that now we're touching inside you, what we call, is creation touching itself, or different aspect of itself. Is creation trying to harmonize itself, because finally one aspect of it that was detached from it suddenly realizing the truth. So creation is so happy. Somebody came home. And you are so happy because you feel at home. So any tension that you're experiencing right now, offer it to creation as creation, not as you, the person. Understand that that tension is attention in creation, and no need to identify in a wrong way as a name. So creation, balancing emotions in that being that has a name. Creation, balance chakras in that being that has a name. So creation would like to love through that heart that had a name. So invite creation to love through your heart. Invite creation to feel power through your second chakra. Please don't limit your experience to the size of your body. Your second chakra is a quality that emanates in the whole creation. So it's the same quality that volcano erupt. It's the same quality that the sun, bursting so much power and light. It's the same power that moves everything is in your second chakra, same power. So when you widen your awareness to the whole creation, it's such a beautiful experience to feel that actually you are touching or connecting to that quality in the whole creation through your second chakra. So your chakras are moving from being personal chakras to like a measurement tool, you can say, through which you can experience those qualities in the whole creation. How beautiful is that? How powerful is that? How transcendent is that? Then you move to the detecting tool called love in the center of your chest, heart chakra. And again, through that center, you connecting, synchronizing with the quality of love in the whole creation. This is a really crazy feeling. That's exactly why people take drugs, and mushrooms and everything, just for those things. And we can get it with no side effect. With no addiction. And then we allow creation, or we allow ourselves to connect to the mind of creation through our mind. So our mind now encompasses the whole creation, and we're connecting to that quality, the dreams, realities. And then we go even beyond that, because even that is creation. We move beyond creation now. So now we don't do anything. We're just completely dissolving. I am that I am. Now, yesterday there was a very powerful earthquake in Morocco. So many people are suffering a great deal at this moment. Now we can say we dedicate this meditation for them, and that's cool. But if we can really feel in our being what's going on there, to a city or to a person or anything, then we can support even more. Because through our system, we can harmonize and heal others that are suffering. So for example, we can say that we're connecting to the suffering in general in Morocco at this moment. And allow that suffering to reflect in your body. And whenever you feel the suffering start to express in whatever way in your system, then we direct the healing for that. We allow the suffering to be transformed with the power of creation, with the love and healing power. When you connect the way I'm pointing, the healing power you hold is very, very powerful, extremely powerful, because you connect to the source. And then when you think about something or somebody from that place of being, it's very powerful medicine, maybe the strongest. So hold Morocco in whatever way it works for you, to bring healing to the suffering. And let's pray that this beautiful energy that we are sharing between us and with other people will spread all over planet Earth to support each and every being in any form, to unite with the source, to unite with the divine, to allow their mind to realize the truth. And this truth is not a religion, it just is. Thank you very much. For those who are new to this circle, we're meeting every Sunday evening like tonight, every Wednesday morning at 7:30 Spain time. And we also have a group that we're meeting every morning at 7:30 and connecting through the mind. As well, we're starting the 18th of September, a new cycle in the Infinite Being Academy, where we teach about energy and how to use it for your own well-being and how to use it for healing and to support in professional work. Thank you very much for joining. Have a beautiful, beautiful, whatever, day, evening, night, week, life. Okay. Adios. Bye-bye.